So last weekend saw us travel up to Newcastle. This was so I could do the Great North 10k, which was an England Masters qualification race.
So Newcastle isn't a city we're very familiar with, so we spent the previous day recceing the travel arrangements, and thanks to a friend we managed to get to the start line in good time, ready to prepare for this high profile 10k race. And that friend was none other than Matt, fellow YouTuber, Run the Planet. So I just bumped into Matt from Run the Planet, great channel, do check that out. Lots of really interesting marathon training and approaches to cracking his marathon goal.
Great to watch.
Yes. So here we are, Donato.
Hello young people, we're all ready to go.
We're going for an England qualifier today.
Well that's the plan, but having seen the people who've entered, I think the word cat in hell's chance, but you never know. As England has shown in the football, you just never know what happens on the day. So we'll see, but in terms of form, then the answer would be no, but then let's get out and do that.
Everybody's filming each other now.
Filming.
But as there were 6,000 runners taking part in this race, there were actually many competitors who weren't filming it for YouTube.
On the mark.
So whilst Dawn enjoyed that group warm-up, myself and others around me had a more thoughtful countenance before the race.
As I was looking to qualify for England Masters, I was given a fast-paced runner's number, which allowed me to start right at the front.
Alongside several members of the Gurkha regiment here in their matching kit.
And
we're off! So this is the first mile of the Great North Run. The only time I ever did it, 2005. I thought, this is fast.
So the first mile was gently downhill. I, however, hadn't warmed up properly. I know it was a Masters qualification race, but I think the excitement and all the people around meant that I had a very limited warm-up, so I decided to use the first mile of the race to ease myself in.
So yes, it was nice to run along the same start as the Great North Run. It's a race I've only done once back in 2005, but it brought back memories of running down this dual carriageway, which I believe is a motorway, and on into Newcastle. So Matt passing us here, having a stormer. Do make sure to go and check out his vlog of today's race. So as I'd raced the 10k last weekend in Barnsley, the Barnsley 10k, where road running in the UK for mass participation runners first started, I decided I was going to run along with Dawn and film the event for you.
So I knew within a few kilometres that it wasn't going to be my day. I had really aching legs for some reason, and I just couldn't flow into a pace.
So when you are running alongside somebody who's obviously having a bad race, I find the best thing to do is to say very little and just let them do their own thing.
So the 45-minute pacer passed me, and this just confirmed to me that I wasn't having a very good run. But I was determined to finish the race, I was determined to enjoy the race, and here you can see me heading over the Tyne Bridge.
So yes, a truly wonderful sight running over this bridge. If you look to your left and look to your right, you'll see Newcastle has several bridges. Anyway, back to the race. We get to run over the bridge in one direction. There's Matt doing very well there. And we then get to turn a cone and run back over the bridge. You can see us turning around here. It does give you an idea of who is in front of you and who is behind you in the race. So the way the England Masters qualification works is you have to pre-register on the website that you wish to take part in the competition. Then, having entered the race, you run it, and you need to finish in the top 3 in your age category of those registered to take part in England Masters competition, and you will then qualify to run, in this case, in a 10k race at some point next year.
And a final point, you actually have to run within a qualification time. So I did my homework and I knew what vests my potential rivals were going to be wearing, and I was looking out for them as I was running along the course.
Yeah, it was important at this point for Dawn to ditch any idea of what time she was going to run and just run for that qualification spot. Nice bit of the course here as we run through the centre of Newcastle. We have a monument there to Charles Grey, who was Prime Minister between 1830 and 1834 and oversaw the passage of two really important parts of legislation, the Great Reform Act of 1832 and the Act abolishing slavery in the British colonies in 1833. So well worth reminding yourself of his life and work, especially during this week where we have elected a very new Prime Minister for the UK.
So having done my homework, I knew there was going to be very little between myself and the other ladies that were in my category, as we all had similar 10k times. I could see one of them just up ahead of me and my focus became on her back. Yes, I went through 5k in 23:11 and I still wasn't feeling very good, but I now had a new focus, and that was to chase down the vest I could see in front of me.
So whilst we weren't sure absolutely where Dawn was in the competition, we knew that the more people she could pick off, the better her chance of achieving that qualification spot for the England Masters competition 2025. So in terms of crowd support, actually during the city centre part of the race, it was reasonably sparse. Most people had congregated on the first bits along the motorway section, and you'll see the last part of the course on the town moor. So for a city centre on a Saturday morning for a big event, it was really quite quiet, which we actually prefer in terms of executing a race. We like to go in ourselves, focus on our running, focus on the runners around us, and execute as best we can in that set of circumstances. So as you can see from the footage, I was mainly running behind Dawn, occasionally sweeping up alongside her to get that sweaty lead effect as we pan round the runner, as we do here.
I felt I was having a far better second half than I certainly had in the first.
Steel band about to appear, and if you can tell me what theme song they are playing for my famous TV programme, let me know in the comments below. Did you get it? I only realised what it was after we'd passed them.
So yes, at this stage I'm having a stronger second half, as I said, and I was aware there was another woman in front of me that was in the same age category, but I just knew that even though I was trying really hard, I wasn't going to get anywhere close to her on this occasion.
So yes, obviously a thriving steel band population in the Newcastle area, so that's the second one we've seen.
So yeah, for the last couple of miles you head out to the town centre, and this actually suited my style of running because you could get into a rhythm.
That's right, in the city centre it had been quite twisty-turny on a load of those roads, but yeah, the last couple of miles, as we can see, nice flat bit of road, slight climb, but nothing to disrupt any flow of the running, and Dawn's motoring along quite nicely now.
So we're into the final mile, and I just wanted to keep a real strong effort going. I didn't want anybody to come past me. There was a potential rival. As you can see, I'm pushing on. I am hurting quite bad at this stage as I wasn't having a really good race, but I was quite positive, thinking, come on Dawn, 1 mile to go, you can do this, anybody can do the last mile.
So another popular tune there, see if you can get that one, let me know in the comments below.
So then we entered Town Moor, and initially the surface was quite good, it was tarmac, and then it went on to a softer off-road surface, but finally we had a really stony surface, and that wasn't good because it was really ankle twisting. Wait for the stony surface to come to an end. I really do like to have a strong finish, but it was really difficult to actually sprint on here, so I thought just be patient. I could see up ahead that it was going to be a more of a smoother surface, and I was saving a little bit for that stage.
Got the first line on that. You'll see it tomorrow, Trombone Show on Leeds Avenue. Alright then, where was we guys? Where was Esme, well done to you.
So I crossed the finish line in 46.22 with even splits of 23.11, 23.11, not bad really. However, the second half I think was a little bit more uphill, so I had to put more effort in. Initially I was quite disappointed with my finish time. I knew I didn't have a good run, and I was really surprised to run a 46-minute 10k. So yeah, then I went and had a look on the England Masters site, and I saw that the females in my category in front of me, only 2 others had registered with England Athletics, so I could possibly have sneaked the 3rd place for the qualification.
So, although not Dawn's best day in the office running wise, we thoroughly enjoyed our visit to Newcastle, meeting new people and taking part in the city centre race. We hope you've enjoyed joining us too. And if you have, please give this video a like, and if you'd like to see our further running, racing, parkrun and training series, then please subscribe to the channel. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.